It's been a difficult year in the world of Terraria. We had Terraria Otherworld cancelled after long periods of silence about its development. We've had console and mobile updates repeatedly delayed, and perhaps the biggest issue I've heard from the community is the inconsistent communication about the progress of Terraria, but it seems like things are about to change. How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and today we've got some much needed news regarding the state of Terraria for console, mobile, and Nintendo Switch, as well as some positive community features moving forward. Recently, Clear Conscious, the community manager for Pipeworks Studio, made a post on the official Terraria forums called Terraria, State of the Game 2018. I've got to read you the introduction because when I read it, I was like, this is such a cool idea. It reads, "Greetings Terrarians, welcome to our first State of the Game featurette. This is a monthly report that is designed to shed additional light on where we are in development, regardless of the circumstances. We learned a lot during the initial 1.3 launch, and we believe this is a great way to keep everyone in the community informed about development happening on each platform." I am so happy about this, and it's such a positive thing to do for our community because it keeps us in the loop as to what's going on. I think one of the major issues with update development I saw you guys saying in the comments of my videos was that we didn't hear anything for like months on end, and then we just get told that progress is being made, but there's more delays. The cool thing about a monthly update is that we'll actually see what the team has been working on and get a better understanding of the development process as they go. The post continues to break down progress for console, Switch, and mobile, so let's check it out starting with Xbox One and PS4. Since April, the team has been working on a significant patch that resolves hundreds of bugs. We're happy to announce that the patch has been submitted to both first-party platforms for release. As soon as we obtain approval and can release it, we'll let you know. This new patch resolves over 600 bugs across every aspect of the game, including the user interface, multiplayer, art, and gameplay. Players new and old are going to have a much better experience overall. This is really great news. I've heard reports that Terraria 1.3 on console has quite a few bugs still, and it appears the update should be out within a few weeks maximum. The post continues, "Moving forward, rather than doing massive patches like this one, we are aiming to do more frequent releases. The feedback we received from the community while working on this patch necessitated this timeline and workflow, but this is the exception to the rule moving forward." Understandably, people are wondering when the next content updates will appear. At this time, we're focused on a few more follow-up patches that will be tackling a specific set of issues. There's some technical housekeeping we need to take care of first that will put us in a better position to continue to work through the issues that people are most vocal about. I can really understand if a few people out there are a bit disappointed with this news. Still, I do remember 1.3 on PC received so many updates after its launch, and the PC has the benefit of not having to be approved by Microsoft or Sony for each little tweak or change. The post goes on to say that they'd love your feedback and to expect a roadmap, which is an outline of when the updates will be released for console sometime in the future. Next up, we have news for the Nintendo Switch. Let's check it out. We have another team working diligently in parallel on the Nintendo Switch version. As you may have seen from our teaser earlier this summer, we do have a development build up and running. The team can play the game for hours, and the Nintendo Switch feels like a natural home for Terraria. That said, there's still much to do to get things ready. This is really cool. We did see earlier this year that Terraria is up and running on the Switch, but it could just be like a core world with not too much in it that they use to test weapons, items, enemies, and things like that. The post continues. Diligent watchers probably noticed a UI not final sticky note included in the video. Currently, the team is hard at work making noticeable size changes to the user interface so that it's more visible on the Switch screen. It should have the same unified feel that the PS4 and Xbox One user interface does, but with an emphasis on making everything bigger for the handheld mode. And yes, these changes will carry over to the docked mode so that players will have a consistent experience both docked and undocked. I'll flash the UI image on screen now. I can appreciate that on a handheld device, it's critical the inventory screen is easy to use, especially in a game like Terraria where players are constantly using tons of different items. The Switch section wraps up by saying that they're making great progress and they'll share more news soon when they've got it. Lastly, and perhaps most requested, is news regarding Terraria 1.3 for mobile. Let's see what it says. As we mentioned in our last update to the community, Switch remains ahead of mobile development. One major component of this has changed. We've made efforts to accelerate mobile development by increasing the team size. This is a really good thing. The overwhelming response I've seen in my news update videos is that you mobile users, are not happy that Switch was put ahead of mobile. It continues. Our hope is that this larger team can get the game into hands of mobile players sooner than we originally anticipated. It will still be more likely a staggered launch with Switch arriving first, however the gap in wait time should be decreased. It's important to note that just like console and Switch, there's a full team dedicated solely to mobile. I'm so happy they've done this. By having a dedicated team working on a particular version of the game, they will get more in tune with the quirks and issues of developing on that particular platform. In this case, mobile. The mobile news wraps up with, we've got some very skilled engineers that have recently joined the project and are already making an impact. While it has been speculated within the community, we would like to confirm that Terraria for mobile will be arriving in 2019. In my last Terraria mobile update video, we already saw the Nintendo Indie release schedule showing Switch for a 2019 release date. I'll link it on screen now if you want to check it out after this video. The whole post concludes with, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be releasing an FAQ for both Switch and mobile, which will answer a lot of the community's questions. This will be frequently updated and will provide the community with a centralized location for some of your most pressing questions. We can't answer every single question, but it will serve as a good basis, covering as much as we can tell you at the time. Using an FAQ to answer the most common questions is a great idea. I'll link the forum post in the description if you want to go and ask any questions to the Pipework teams yourself. The post finishes with that said, it won't include a release date for either platform. For those of you who want to understand a little more to why we don't give firm release dates, and we know there are a lot of you, it comes down to the fact that we want to get these updates and releases up to the best quality they can be. On top of that, sometimes problems we don't foresee get in the way and we have to make a slight detour to correct those, as well as one last thing, which sometimes turns into two. However, once things are narrowed down, we'll let you know. I'm really not surprised they aren't making estimated release dates, especially after the issues with 1.3 on console. I don't know about you guys though, I don't really mind just knowing the estimated year of release, as long as they keep up the communication about the development process and keep us in the loop. Okay, so that was a lot of information, and I hope you enjoyed me breaking it down and giving my thoughts as we went through it. The thing I'm really happy about with all of this, guys, is that Pipeworks are going to be doing a monthly update of Terraria's progress for console, mobile, and Switch. It keeps us all in the loop, and it's interesting to see what's going on and learn if they're having any problems and want our feedback on anything. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? I can't wait to read all your comments about this news. If you enjoyed this news wrap up, if you could smash that like button and subscribe, that would be amazing. And hey, even watch it again on 2x speed to listen to me sounding funny reading the news. If you're still looking for Terraria news, why not check out my massive Terraria 1.3.6 spoiler playlist. It's got over 30 videos in it. It's out of control, guys. And here's the most important part, as always, you'll stay happy and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days signing out. See ya!